He's pretty free in his music. Yeah, I can. Interesting. If I went for Shin or something, I wouldn't be able to do that. Uh-huh. Full Breaker, Last Whisper against Sion, against Ornn. Then what do I build with it? And they AFK'd, they FF'd. Interesting, interesting. I might be onto something. Yup. Q is 1, gaming is 2, screen is 3, chatting is 4, pause is 5. Okay, interesting. Sonor. And Zeri. Zeri did a good job. Okay, we're still at 50-50. Who is that guy? Let's see what he has to say. It's the Ornn. The Ornn added me. Let's see what he has to say. Can I have a little talk? Yes. Tell me. For now, it's looking nice. It's looking chill. It's looking fine. But look at what's coming, guys. It's coming. Is it fine on Discord? Not much of a vocal guy. What subject? Or build. Okay. Chaddouk hashtag 5607. Interesting. Let's have a chit chat. I mean, I have huge respect. If it's actually like adding me to talk about the build, I have huge respect for that. I think that's how we should approach the game. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clearly.
Okay, awesome. Just know that I'm streaming right now, so be careful if you have any language things.
Don't worry, I am streaming as well. I will make sure I will not use any bad words. Don't worry.
Amazing.
So, at first thought, I thought you were Ranger because of your name and your account. I was like, okay, this is Ranger for sure, but now that you're not Ranger.
Yeah, just a fanboy.
Yeah. Like, I felt like, let's say you have every single game your team gives you red 5 pick, right? So you can last pick Tryndamere, and the enemy doesn't know you the top laner, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's like Gragas to blind pick, there's Ornn. Ornn is not even a good blind pick. You can pick Gwen and stuff into him, and that's really bad. But I would have picked Gragas or Cannon. Those two are like my go-to blind picks.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't see a way killing you because you have second wind and demolish. Plus you have tenacity, so there's just no way of killing you. You have so much sustain. You have an E that's really low cooldown, and after you hit Hullbreaker, that gives you so much stats for free. Know that they like buffed it already. It was OP already. Know that they overbuffed the item, and it gives you so much stats. I don't even see the point of going a mythic item, right? Because mythic items nowadays are literally shit.
Yeah.
There are most champions where I don't rush mythics anymore. I play Riven. I go mythics at 3. I go Hydra, Black Cleaver into Eclipse or Humos. On what do you do on Tryndamere? I saw you go Hullbreaker, boots first, of course, because of Tryndamere. Then you go Hullbreaker, and then I guess into matchups where I go this game, I just went Tabis and Frozen Heart because it's the hardest content to Tryndamere.
Mhm.
But then you don't even play the lane, so I can't
Yeah.
even use the stats. You wave clear. If I try to hold the wave, you stack your lethal tempo and dive me under turrets. So there's just that's just no point of playing the game. I just have to hope my team wins the game and I just get carried, or I will just lose first turrets with all my platings because you will hit the you will get whole breaker before minute 14, so you will get most of the plates. Or let's say I'm not that smart of a guy and you just play against a fucking random master guy that doesn't know all of the stuff. You will just get always first turret and just snowball the shit out of the game. And you're just always like, how much gold are you ahead? It's minute 15, you're 3k gold ahead. Let's say I wouldn't have died 3 times because it's just legit my first time playing into this shit. And it kind of triggered me because there's no counterplay.
Mm. Okay, so I actually I wasn't going this build before the last patch, but yes, because of Mythic Nerf plus Hullbreaker buff and Trinity Force buff, I tried it and I feel like it is working very well. So the weakness I'm seeing in what I'm doing, it is very flippy in a way that if my team wins, it's super easy to carry with that. Like if my team wins, there is no counterplay. Like you're just, if I'm building that and my team is even or ahead, for now in the current state of the game, I think against the tank, like there is no counterplay. If my team is now, like it's just flipping on the fact that my team will manage not to get hard engaged by Ornn later after 20 minutes, because you can ignore me at some point and give me a turret or two after 20 and go for the 5v4, and it just depends. It's flipping on my team's knowledge of just respecting the 5v4 and letting me get the pressure.
Yeah, I get that.
But in a, like other than that, I think it's pretty good. So what you try to do, which was really smart, is not letting me actually get the waves to your turret, which you did for a few times. But that's why in that game in particular, I think I found something that makes it actually not controllable, is that you saw after Hullbreaker I went instant for Lord Dumps.
That's, yeah.
Yeah, and I think that was the way, because I used to go Hullbreaker then Trinity Force and just hit the turrets, but I think with Lord Doms I have more damage to the turrets and more damage on the Ornn. So if you're asking for a counterplay in that matchup in particular, I'm not sure if there is one. That's why I'm going that build.
There is none. Because I'm a great thinker, right? And
yes.
I'm thinking of everything. This is not even my highest account. Like I'm just playing here to warm up and I have scrims soon. But seeing this makes me actually think maybe I should try Tryndamere on a different account and try the shit and actually try it in scrims, because
oh really? At that point,
if I have, yeah, literally, like legit, like, because in comp you can, like, I know my team knows how to not fall behind and they can just stay even. And if I'm a Tryndamere on side lane being this fucking annoying, an enemy top laner picks a tank and I can go this, I think enemy top laner will rage quit after 15 minutes.
Yeah, I do think that in team it can be pretty broken, and it actually makes Tryndamere function against champion it couldn't function against, like Malphite or Gragas or shit like that could insta clear the wave and make him use ult, and now they can't.
And you go Trinity on 3, or let's say you don't have to go LDR because enemy's not a tank, and you're like even or slight ahead. Do you go Trinity second then, or what's your build?
Well, I'm still building my build, but for now, what I was doing, it's either Hydra, Hullbreaker, Trinity. Hydra first, like if I can afford to do it. But here against Ornn, if I go Hydra, I would never have any damage.
You would have wave clear, but your champion already have wave clear.
Yes.
I think Hydra is good into matchups where you can easily 1v1 them.
Yeah, like Kennen, for example,
like
last game.
Into Riven, into, I don't know, some bruiser matchups that are like easily 1v1able. If you just ghost on them and press ult, then you have enough damage to kill them. But if you go into Ornn, I have like Tabis with like Warden's Mail, I think you cannot kill me, and I will just kite you, and you will have no ult at some point, and you will have to base. But with Hullbreaker, that's not the case. That's just a way different story.
Yeah, so I was thinking like Hullbreaker, then Triforce if I can afford to, And then still at that point, percent armor pen still gives you the most damage, even if they have no tanks. So then I would go a percent armor point item, most likely ADR. So I have a little bit of crit because at that point I have 2 items and 0 crit on Tryndamere. And I don't give a shit about the passive. And then I can go something like Bork if I need to kill. I can also go something like PD if I'm playing PvE. I can go something like Kraken if I'm playing against a Bruiser and I feel like I need it. But at that point, it's pretty weak because they have enough armor. So I'm still constructing it. I'm still not sure about that. So if you have actually any idea, I would take it. But yeah, that was my thoughts so far.
Yeah, makes sense. I've actually zero Tryndamere games, or like maybe like I play them at some point, but then in normal games and just for fun. But I have no idea about the limits or anything. I have no clue. So it's gonna be hard time to pick him up. And he's like, do you think he benefits from this patch, or do you think he got weaker, or like was he stronger before?
I think this build benefits the others not at all. Like the Gale Force build is disgusting, like not being able to go Gale Force and Navori.
And the Zeal item being nerfed as well, right?
And Zeal item being nerfed also.
Yeah.
So this is nerfed. Kraken, they're saying that they're upping Kraken, but they're actually nerfing Kraken. Because it's gonna be 80 damage now.
It's gonna be 80 damage, yes.
Exactly. So I think Kraken build is nerfed, Gale Force build is nerfed, but this way of playing it and this way of... Actually, I played that on day 2 of the patch, and then on day 3, I saw Ranger play it also. So I'm not sure if he saw it from me or if he just figured it out by himself, the same thing, but I do think that it's what keeps Tryndamere alive in the current meta. So he benefits of this patch, playing like that, playing this Hullbreaker, Triforce and shit like that.
Yep, I agree.
By the way,
I can give you 2 secret tips in this meta right now.
Yes.
Probably like I think master players will not have figured this out, but I think high GMs will know this. Right now, ADCs have so little damage, or like they have damage, but the damage output from the patch, like one patch before, was like way higher because everyone had access to true damage Kraken and then second PD into IE, and they had like already really high crits, right? And now you have to go these weird items like Storm Razor, Rapid Fire Cannon. That's like mostly just you just start the fight with a lot of damage, but then your damage goes down, and you have to wait for those like for the items to reactive again. And there's only few champions, like few ADCs that are like actually threatening bruisers or tanks, and those are Cockmore and Varus.
Varus also. I have seen 0 Varus this patch.
Yeah, but Varus is like turbo broken, like
okay, makes
insane
sense,
broken, because we have so many builds on him. Last patch, when I played Riven, I felt like I have one chance of doing something on the enemy team backline on like ADC, and if I don't get to one shot, I just instantly die. In this patch, I just don't die. I just kill everyone, and they, even if they have flash, I just still kill them.
What build do you go then on Riven?
I like right now, because of Humos being like insane broken, like it has on max stack, it has how much lethality? It gives you 38 or 39 lethality just by one item. 38 lethality or something, full stack. So I rush Hydra. Then if enemy has no tanks or no really armor that I shred into, I don't go Blade Cleaver, I go second Humos, and then I just go lethality items or damage items that have high health stats. And this is Edge of Night and Spear of Shojin. So I don't need any more armor shreds after Humos.
Okay.
I just go Humos, Edge of Night, and then I'm literally a tank into ADCs. ADCs can't kill me anymore. I am one-shotting them, and they need at least 5 to 10 seconds to kill me. If there's CC that I can't move, I'm dead in 5 seconds. If not, I can literally do whatever I want on the map. I'm literally free. I'm just a bird flying around, and they can't do anything.
Okay, interesting. Interesting for sure. I mean, I can't wait for pro play to see actually like what do they do from this patch and the ways and and all the changes.
Yeah. It's still not really figured out. And
Yeah.
this is a Tryndamere matchup thing. Is it like up to date? Is it from this patch?
It's not actually, but I don't talk too much about the itemization. I talk about just the in and outs of the trading patterns and shit like that. So if you want to like try it, maybe it can accelerate your learning process a bit. I made it myself, so hopefully it can help. Maybe it can.
What are the easiest and what are the hardest matchups? Top 3 that are coming into your mind. Like which
Top
champions
3
are you
right
like
now: Malphite, Fiora, Jax.
are the hardest?
Yeah.
Okay, and the easiest?
And the easiest, of course, Kale, like every single top laner.
But Kale is not a champion.
Yeah.
Say another one. Kale is like such a bait to low elo people. They think they win the game at 16, but in the at the time she hit 16, enemies already all scaled her by being
True.
like, I don't know. It's like the champion is just dead.
Yes, it is. So let me say another one. I would say Garen, if he doesn't go Ghost, Phase Rush, and Rush movement speed. Like yeah, like I mean Tryndamere gets countered by any champion that goes Phase Rush, Ghost, and armor. You know, like movement speed, armor, straight up counters the champion. But let's say like in an even situation, I would say Garen is pretty easy. I would say something like Yorick is pretty easy. I would say something like I don't know, maybe the easiest. Darius, if you know the in and outs, actually is not that hard. The Renekton is actually not that hard. If you like, I mean, champions you just outscale after 6 and you can just press Ghost and run down. So some bruisers, like for example, like Riven is a hard matchup for Tryndamere if it's played by the really good Riven.
What do you think about Olaf? Is
Olaf? Oh yeah, it's an easy matchup. It's an easy matchup.
Right?
Because he needs to be in melee range, and you just out damage.
And Olaf can't really go phase rush. He has to go conk or.
Yeah, Olaf is an easy match. So yeah, Olaf, Garen, Yorick, shit like that.
Okay.
Are pretty easy.
Okay.
Okay.
That's everything I wanted to ask. Thank you.
Okay, I just wanted to say one thing. Like first, man, huge respect. You're the first guy I meet in solo queue in 6 years that actually adds you after to talk about something about the game. I've tried to do that with some people. I just got flamed, you know. I mean, I tried to do it with Wufo, which was not a good idea, by the way. But huge respect for that.
Did he flame you?
Like Wufo, during the game we were winning at the beginning, I said, can I add you for Warwick matchup tips? And he said yes. And then we started losing and he perma-flamed everyone. And of course he did not add me after the game. So it didn't work. But yeah, huge respect for that. Yeah, you're legit trying to improve and I think it's the best way to do it. And also, could you, if you're streaming, could you link it? Like I would be interested in watching it myself, but also I will link it to my chat if anyone wants to see that.
Sure. I can send you my sure. I mean, that's an ego issue, right? If people are not willing to add you and talk with you, that's just an ego thing that they just think they're better and that's it.
I'm not gonna lie, like you added me, I was like, okay, I'm waiting for the flame, like what is he gonna say? And then we're just chilling, you know?
No. I'm not flaming.
Oh really? I've heard that.
I'm not streaming that often, but it's like let's say I have an off day where I don't scrim, and then I spam solo queue, and if I feel like my head is really like okay with having chat open and reading chat, and like, you know, if I read chat and see people like asking me questions, I just can't look at the minimap, think about pathing and jungler tracking and everything. I just can't play the game really fully try hard. That's why if I stream without my chat. Like
okay,
I just
makes
have
sense.
I just have like I just close my chats and then play the game, and after the game is done, I open chat again, and then
Yeah, makes sense. I have a hard time doing that, but I think it will be necessary at some point.
Yep.
Makes sense. Oh, thank you for the follow, by the way. How did you find me?
I clicked on the Discord, bro. It's on your Discord.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
It says
legit says I'm streaming. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it was nice talking to you, and do not hesitate. Like, if you need any bit of info on Trynd that you think I can give you, like, you just ask me on Discord or anywhere.
Sure. Same for you. You can ask
Thank
me
you
as
so
well.
much. Thank you so much, mate.
I played a lot of champions, like a lot. If I say a lot, like over 20, maybe 25.
Yeah, that's I play one
Just on
champion.
top lane, and I also play mid lane. Like holy shit, man! I'm so addicted to this game, and I love this game. Whatever.
Okay, well, good luck for the struggle, good luck for the screams, good luck for the games, and hopefully it
Yeah.
all works for you.
Thank you. You too.
Okay,
You too.
you have a great
By
one,
the way,
mate. Yes, tell me.
we have the same headset, but I think that's
The same
the
assets?
most. Yeah, I think that's the most mainstream headset that's the league player has.
Headset, you mean?
Yeah, your headphones, the Logitech ones.
Oh, by the way, do you have a good keyboard recommendation? I'm trying to buy a new keyboard.
I am using. Wait, which one is that? I can send you a picture.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also like already from Logitech. It's Logitech Pro X. It's just called Pro X.
Okay.
And I have the brown keys. You can get them in blue ones. I think blue ones. I don't know if you use light buttons. If like are your buttons clicky? Do they make sounds when you click, or are they like really?
They do, but I don't really like it. I don't care about it.
Okay, because when you get brown ones, they are like really really quiet and they're a bit hard to press. Like they have a bit of resistance, and the blue ones are more clicky and yeah. And I just don't like the blue ones.
Okay, makes sense. I will try to. I mean, it's hard to test them though, but I will see what I go for. I just have someone in my chat asking if you're German and playing Prime
German,
League.
yes, I am German, and I'm not playing in Prime League. I'm playing in Hit Point Masters. It's like Chaddouk 1.
Okay, you got your answer, Seikunju. Okay, mate. Well, thank you for the nice chit chat. It was really interesting, and for the tips on the. I know that Kog'Maw was secret OP, and I don't understand why people are only playing like Zeri and Jinx, and when Kog'Maw is like sleeper OP for.
Yes, and you don't even need Lulu, by the way. You can go any support that's good in meta. You can go Rakan, you can go Renata, you can go most of the supports, because Ardens is broken. You can even go Ardens on first item right now, and it's giga turbo broken. And the good thing is you just need a support that gives shields, and with Eri you can proc the Ardens on people, and then it's turbo broken. So
makes sense. Man is
but
cooking.
people will just not figure that out in Soloq that easily and fast, because they're just not using their brains. You know, Soloq is a really special place where people just turn off their brains and they just like click
hope for the best
and do stuff, and yeah, just hope for the best, man.
True.
Fuck that shit. I hate brain dead playing.
Yep. Okay, man.
Yep. Have a good one. I will send you the pic from my keyboard, and
thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Have a great one. See you, man.
You too. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Have a good stream.
Thank you. How wholesome was that? That was pretty wholesome, no? It's been years. Okay, my last nice solo queue encounter was Rocky King 2.5 years ago. That was my last beautiful solo queue encounter. This is my second one in 2.5 years.